Well, welcome to the Daily Devo for Wednesday, the 25th of January today. Our devotion is entitled God Speaks. God speaks from Job 33:14, for God speaks, now one way, now another, though no one perceives it. From the book of Job. There is a divine voice that continues to call. Excuse me. It is the voice of the Creator God, and it is entreating us, pleading with us. Just as the shepherd went everywhere searching for his sheep, just as the woman in the parable went everywhere searching for her lost coin, so there is a divine search with many variations of the voice that pleads with us, entreats us, calling us back. If we were not lost, there would be no Father's voice calling us to return, calling us back. So I say again that we have not been given up. Think of the Genesis account. Adam fleeing from the face of God, hiding among the trees of the garden. It was then that the sound of God's gentle voice was heard saying, Adam, where art thou? Genesis 3:9. I would remind you that his seeking voice has never died out. The echo of that voice is sounding throughout the widening years. It has never ceased to echo and re-echo from peak to peak, from generation to generation, from race to race, continent to continent, and off to islands and back to the continent again. Throughout all of man's years, Adam, where are you? Has been the faithful call. There's that picture, that scene in the book of Revelation where Jesus says that he stands at the door and knocks, and he's referring to our hearts, our lives. He stands at the door and knocks. If anyone hears my voice and opens up the door, I will come in, I will sit down with them, we will share a meal together. Jesus said his ministry in coming to this earth was to seek and to save the lost. There has been throughout all time, God's reaching out to us. Before the fall, he came and had fellowship with Adam and Eve. After the fall, he sought that fellowship back with us again, and he always does. He always does. He is looking for us. He is speaking to us. There's a voice that comes to us. Sometimes we recognize it, sometimes we don't. But that's the reality of our God. He is always seeking the lost. That's those parables mentioned earlier. They were all about something being lost. The ultimate one, the lost son that returns. Blessings to you today. Our closing prayer is, Father, how deaf I often am to your voice. Open my ears that I may hear you, and grant my heart understanding. Amen. We want to hear his voice. There are a lot of voices in our world, a lot of voices that come to our hearts and minds. We want to be able to hear his voice. Again, Jesus' definition, my sheep hear my voice, and they know me. That's the voice we want to hear. Again, blessings to you today on this Wednesday.